interesting doing the Going Green the last 3 years. As people become concerned about global warming and the environment, we have information that we can give them that does give them pause. Because animal agriculture, as you know, is one of the top polluters and one of the top contributors to greenhouse gases. The UN reports that livestock contribute more greenhouse gases than all of the transportation combined. The USDA, that's our government. And I read Skinny Bitch, which doesn't have many good things to say about the USDA. It says that the American meat industry produces more than 60 million tons of waste each year. That is 5 tons for every citizen. Livestock production uses 8% of the world's precious fresh water. It contributes 55% to land erosion. It is a major cause of deforestation, and 37%, more than a third, of pesticides used on this planet are used in animal agriculture. The Breast Cancer Fund believes that young girls are going into early puberty because of the growth hormones that are fed to livestock and are leaching into our environment. We are producing more meat as more developing countries prosper. China and India are coming to the fore now, and they want to eat meat, and they are producing meat. Here's another thing you can tell your carnivore friends. They don't know where their meat's coming from. You know? There is no country of origin law in this country for that meat. Look at all the lovely things China has given us lately. It's poisoned our pets, it's poisoned their own babies, and now they got melamine coming in, you know, and lead in all of the toys that we're putting over for our children. China is producing meat that is coming into this country, and the Clinton administration tried to get a country of origin requirement on meat, and Congress wouldn't pass it, and of course it has languished because the Bush administration didn't push for it. So people don't know. Central America has become another huge place to produce meat, and they are destroying the rainforest there because they can make more money by raising livestock than they can off of the rainforest. Tell that to your carnivore friends. I don't have many left. I'm a tad obnoxious these days. In the 1950s, the world produced 44 million tons of meat annually. Last year, we produced 284 million tons. It was a record. We eat 200 pounds of meat. Well, we don't. They eat 200 pounds of meat every year. We lead the world in meat consumption. And the easiest thing I say to people when I give green reports, and I give speeches to green communities, and I say, just cut your consumption of meat. If you sit here and you worry about putting a solar panel on your roof, it's expensive, you can't do geothermal, you don't like the light from the CFL, you don't, you know, you're not ready to trade in your car for a Prius, that's fine. Just don't eat meat every day. Why don't you just eat meat twice a week? You just stop eating meat. Cut your consumption in half. You're doing huge things for going green. And that is something that people, this speech, when you tell them this, it is palatable to them. And I was just talking to Erica Meyer, who's one of the people who I credit. She was on the corners hawking hot dogs. And I happened to go by on the way to a store, and there was Erica and Compassion Over Killing out. It was hot dog week, and they were giving out vegan hot dogs in front of a regular hot dog stand to try to encourage people to not eat meat. I'm running by with my camera crew because, you know, you can never park in front of your store when you're downtown. And there they were, and I thought, huh. So I did a quick interview with Erica, and we grabbed a couple of hot dogs, and I thought, wow, that's pretty good, because it wasn't a tofurkey, it was a better one. I'd had the tofurkey one. This is before I was a vegetarian, and it was like, I'm sorry, just between you and me, the tofurkey people, they got to go back to the kitchen. I'm not sure about that. And we did a quick interview with them and did a little piece on Going Green. Later, she took me to Java Green because DJ Tim was getting an award for the best restaurant in the city. And the place is Grand Central Station. Have you tried to get a sandwich there at lunchtime? It is stunning. in Java Green between 11 and 2 every day. And DJ was nice enough, he made a couple of sandwiches for my crew and I, and we were heading back, driving, and I have a Volkswagen Beetle stick shift. I don't know why, I think I was feeling kind of manly and said, no, not an automatic, give me a stick shift in this town. And I opened up in the sandwich, and it was the bulgogi. And I thought, well, let me see what this is. And I took a bite, and I almost flipped my car. This was the most, and you haven't had the bulgogi at Java Green. Is that a slice of heaven or what? Oh my, I'm giving out bulgogi sandwiches for Christmas. It's like, here's your Christmas present, eat it now. It is like brisket with Korean barbecue, and it on a focaccia. It is with lettuce, little tomatoes. Oh my God! I got to work, and it was such a revelation to me that I didn't eat the other half. I got to work, ran into the newsroom, and ran up to our assignment desk and said, take a bite of this. Take a bite of it. And you come here, take a bite of it. And, oh yeah, there's pizza. I mean, you know, there's like a piranha attack in our newsroom. They throw pizza out in the middle of the room. So we have no problem eating off each other's sandwiches. They ate it, and they said, wow, that's good. And I said, that's not meat. That's not